What's good, y'all? My wife begged me not to divorce her, and I caught her cheating again? I make a Trump face on that. Man, what? Before we dive into this, I gotta explain to y'all what the situation is, okay? So, this is a message that we received in our Reddit inbox. So, let's give this young man the advice that he's so desperately asking for and that he needs. Alrighty, so I guess this was actually a follow-up, and if we need to, depending on how these paragraphs go, we might need to click on that link and get some more information about what the fuck's going on. But this is a follow-up to my last post, and I have the link. It's been almost 2 weeks since I confronted my wife about her cheating, where she rightfully admitted to it and made promises never to speak with her tennis coach again. She begged for me not to file for divorce, and given that I don't exactly have time to deal with this, told her that I'm only going to give her one last chance. Any more of this rubbish, and this marriage is no longer. During my last shift, I decided to give my wife a surprise bouquet. After she cheated on you, bro. Although I would actually be back in Hong Kong on Saturday, I informed my wife that I would be back on Sunday. Imagine my shock when I came home on Saturday and I saw both my wife and the tennis coach half naked in the living room. He even had on one of my boxers. Wow. I told him that if he doesn't get the fuck out, I'm shoving that tennis racket down his throat. He immediately ran out of shame, covering his face. Meanwhile, my wife tried to gaslight me and scold me for being rude to the tennis coach. Okay, I'm gonna read that back real quick, because that is a highlight. That's important to know right there. After all of this has happened, meanwhile, my wife tried to gaslight me and scold me for being rude to the tennis coach. I immediately took my most important belongings and left. I'll be staying at a hotel for the next few days and am in contact with my lawyers. Wow. Let me walk over here real quick and I'm going to talk to y'all. I'm going to just let y'all give y'all a chance to read the whole thing. So I'm going to start this off by saying that this is actually this guy's fault. And I know what you're thinking, but she's the one that cheated. Bitches ain't shit, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I understand that. But you have to listen to a couple of key points in some of the things that he said. One thing that really stuck out to me is he says, during my last shift, I decided to give my wife a surprise bouquet. So my question is to you is, what did your wife do to deserve that bouquet after you just took her back pretty easily? I'm assuming all she had to do was say she was sorry. Didn't have to do any making up. Didn't have to suck no dick, buy no gifts, do nothing. You just took her back. That was mistake number one. Let me tell you something. Fellas, women, doesn't matter. Crosses both lines. If someone does you dirty, like walks out your life randomly or whatever the case may be, could be anything. Someone does that to you. You can't be so eager and so willing to just take them back, because what happens is if they do this bad thing, this horrible thing that hurts your feelings, makes you mad, pisses you off, whatever it is, they do that. And then they see that you just take them back without any sort of consequence, without any sort of, you got to do this, or, hey, you got to prove to me that you're not going to do this again, because cheating is a big ass deal. And it's easy to get trust from somebody, not easy to get trust from everybody, but it's easier to get trust from somebody than it is to regain trust from somebody. Because once you get that permanent marker on your record, I mean, yeah, it can be old, it can get faded, but it's still there forever. And some people like myself, I'm one of those people, I don't fucking forget. So my first question, like I said, is like, why are you buying her a bouquet? What? And then you see what that got you, right? So here you are being Mr. Romantic, Mr. Giving, Mr. Nice Guy, Mr. My wife can cheat on me and I'm going to take her back and then buy her flowers for her. So you rewarded her for her bad behavior. And then what happened to you? You just relived it again. Now you really sick and you really sad, because this didn't happen to you once. This happened to you twice by the person you took the oaths with and I love you forever and all this stuff. After she told you, looked you in your eye and said, baby, I'm so sorry, I'll never do this again. She did it again. You know why? Because you allowed it to happen, bro. In this situation, my personal opinion, And if you go on YouTube right now, go look up a dating coach or wherever you go to get that information from, or go ask an older OG that have been through some shit. That get girls. Don't go ask somebody that ain't never had sex before, okay? Because they're not gonna help you out. They're not gonna have nothing for this conversation. But go get you somebody, go talk to them, and ask them if what I'm telling you right now, what I'm about to tell you right now, is accurate as far as dealing with women. In this situation right here, now I probably got to click on the link to get. Let me get some. I'm gonna click the link so we can get a little bit of backstory, because I really just want to know what's going on. All right, y'all. So this is gonna be the full backstory of everything, and it looks like the tennis coach, which I kind of assumed already, since he just kind of threw the tennis coach's name out there, didn't give any context. I figured that he kind of was probably the recurring thing, but let's read this one too, shall we? So we can get some damn context here. So it says, my 40 male wife, 34 female, has been spending a lot of time with her tennis coach. Okay. If I didn't know the backstory already, I would already be thinking in my mind like, you're gonna be wearing your boxers soon. But anyways, I'm a pilot for a major airline and have been based in Hong Kong for the past 5 years. I'm originally from Australia and met my wife, a local here. When I first met her, I immediately fell head over heels for her. And long story short, we've now been married for 8 months. And I'm going to stop right there again. Guys, fellas, women, this could apply to you too, but it don't turn guys off as much as fast as it does women when you do this shit right here. When I first met her, I fell head over heels in love with her. Why? What did she do to make you fall in love with her when you first met her? Did she give you $1 million? No. Was she just pretty? Was she just nice to you? Did she just smell good with her tits big? Why are you falling in love with someone that you just met? That's your first mistake. And see, the crazy part is your wife, soon to be ex-wife, I'm assuming, probably seen that, felt that energy off of you, and was like, at first, like probably wasn't even fucking interested in you at first. You probably had to pursue, let me just take you out. Oh, can I come over? I'll bring you some lunch. All these little simp, soft, BS, bullshit ass, never get no pussy ass moves. This is probably what started this whole thing. As soon as y'all met, you started off on the wrong foot because you didn't establish that you're not going for the bullshit. And what do you mean, Aunt? You gotta cuss a bitch out? No. What I'm saying is when you see some fuckery, temper that shit. Taper that shit off. Like, look, you don't gotta be rude. You don't gotta yell. You don't gotta scream. You don't gotta try to assert your dominance and be all bigger than you. Blah, blah. You don't have to do that. But you do have to nip shit in the bud. Also, don't be so damn eager. Just like she got you on probation, fellas, you need to make sure that you put her ass on probation too. Make her earn your love. Make her earn your affections. Don't just give it to her because she's cute. She got a nice body. Fuck all that. We off that. 2022 and beyond. We almost at 2023 now. We're not just messing with women because they look good. We're not just messing with them because they sex is good. We're not just messing with them because they do that thing we like. That's not it no more. Fellas, we leveling up this shit. I'm gonna move on. A couple months ago, her BFFs convinced her. Gotta stop right there again. Fellas, when your girl start taking too much advice from her friends, hey, my friend said I should do this. Hey, my friend said I should do that. Be careful, because they plotting. I'm telling you, they're plotting. Women are smarter than us. They're smarter than us, man. Anyways, her BFFs convinced her to take up tennis lessons, and I approved. What better way to keep fit rather than sitting at home all day? Yeah, she was keeping fit. I guarantee you she was doing some exercises. I don't know if they was all tennis exercises, but she was keeping fit. Trust me. A tennis coach is a tall New Zealand fella in his 20s. He was once an English teacher. I really didn't think much of it, but the once a week tennis lessons became twice a week, and now they have suddenly become daily lessons. Oh no! Is she gonna be a pro tennis player? Is that why she's practicing every day? Is she in a league? Does she have a big tournament coming up? Why does she need to practice tennis every day as a grown woman that's married? What is she doing? I wonder. I have no idea. So crazy. Wow. I can't believe it. Why? She never wanted to play tennis before, and all of a sudden she's doing it every day. Who would have thunk it? Anyways, I really didn't think much of it, but the once a week tennis lessons became twice a week, and now they have suddenly become daily lessons. Rather than 1 hour lessons in the beginning, they now last over 3. I'm not trying to laugh at you, dude, but this is horrible, man. I asked my wife if I could join her for tennis, and she told me it wouldn't be such a good idea. Yeah, because she already has a dick. She doesn't need two at that point, and plus she's married to you. She can have your dick anytime she wants it, buddy. She wants that tall New Zealand tennis player to show her how to swing the racket, baby. Don't you get it? I think everyone gets the joke but you. You're the last person here. You don't understand, and it's sad. It shows. Anyways, they now last over 3. I asked my wife if I could join her for tennis, and she told me it wouldn't be such a good idea. Any advice on how to confront her would be well appreciated. Well, I gave you a little bit of advice already, but I'll give you another piece. Don't ever confront a woman. Not gonna go over well. They're arguing with emotion and feeling. You're arguing with logic. Might as well put oil and water in a hot grease and then try to put it out with water. Ain't gonna make a difference, right? Ain't gonna make a difference. Let's keep reading. Update. Looks like, September 22nd. So this is pretty recent. Firstly, thank you all so much for the advice. It was all very supportive and mostly helpful. While plenty of you suggested I hire a PI, no, don't do that dumb shit. I opted to confront her directly instead. I asked point blank why she had been spending so much time with John. Not his real name. Real name is Big John, or yo bitch. The tennis coach, and if there's something I should know about. Oh, I wonder. You were going to tennis lessons once a week, now they're twice a week. Then you started going every day. They started for 1 hour at first, now they're 3 hours. You must be a pro tennis player. Your wife must be thinking about playing pro tennis, bro, because she's really taking this tennis thing seriously. Anyways, I asked point blank why she had been spending so much time with John, not real name, the tennis coach, and if there's something I should know about. For my surprise, rather than a denial or apology, she got into a fit and said these exact words. How dare you question what I do with my free time? You men of Australia are toxic, and you are the ones that always cheat. The men, you always cheat from Australia, all of you. Aussie, oh, yeah, I know. Where was I at? Even my friend said Australian guy. I'm just reading it verbatim. Always cheat. I don't even know why I marry you. You are never home. I bet the bitch spending the money though. I bet it don't matter him being home for her to spend the money and live up in that house, huh? Don't matter then, does it? Anyways, clearly I understand. Hold on real quick. Is that a fucking commercial? Bro, okay. I'm gonna turn the music off for now. Just because I don't feel like hearing that shit. Okay, so clearly I understand the concept of gaslighting, so I wasn't taking her baits. I made it quite clear that I know what she was doing and that I wasn't afraid of filing for divorce. She immediately stormed out of the flat and returned an hour later. To my utter surprise, again, she began apologizing profusely. Yeah, because you're probably paying for her life, paying for her lifestyle. Your boy John probably getting some ducats on the side. Well, shit, you're paying for the tennis lesson. So, yeah, you're paying him to fuck your wife pretty much. But why would she want to leave that? Hey, my husband's going to pay for the side guy to fuck on me? I might as well just stay here, right? Yeah, it makes sense to me. Shit, why wouldn't you do that? You get paid to have your cake and eat it too. You get to have your cake, eat it too, and then get paid for it. I don't know what else to say. Let me see where I'm at. She admitted that she felt lonely when I was on duty and found someone to confide with. She told me she didn't want to lose me and would stop the tennis lessons effective tomorrow. She clearly wants a second chance, even though I know how this is all going to turn out in the end. And yet and still your ego, your dick, whatever it was, would not allow you to leave this toxic situation alone. You had a chance to get out of it. This was your opportunity right here. You got the reason for the divorce. You don't got to worry about no split, none of that shit. She broke up the relationship, not you. You did everything you were supposed to do. So this was your time to get out right here. Should have just did it. And the fact that you even know, because your gut was probably telling you This is a bad idea. It's a bad idea. And it is. Fellas, anytime you're dealing with a situation like this, especially look at her conduct. Storming off, blaming him, getting mad at him because she's the one cheating and he's the one paying for it. Now she's pissed off. Oh, I'm so mad that you're never home. Well, instead of talking to him about it, you wouldn't go jump on top of the next man's bones. Like, the logic is just, it's not there for me. I don't know. Maybe you guys see something I didn't see. Maybe you caught something I didn't catch. But in a situation like this, bro, there's only one thing to do. Leave her the fuck alone and get up out of there while you still can. Hopefully you don't have no children with this woman. Hopefully you don't have no children with this woman. Hopefully you don't have no ties, nothing like that. Hopefully the house is in your name, bro. Hopefully the car's in your name or it's in her name so you can just leave and leave it there. Hopefully y'all don't got y'all shit tied up, but y'all been married for 8 years, so I'm sure y'all do. And this was brought on by you, sir. You did this to yourself. So I hope you're happy. I hope you got what you wanted. And I hope you really know now what fake love is. You got fake love for me. Whatever Drake ass was saying. We got fake love for you, bruh. And now you know for sure. I'm going to go back to the original one. Just to kind of see. It's been almost 2 weeks. And I was only 2. So all that apologizing she did. I'm so sorry. I'm this. I'm that. I won't do it again. I'll stop the tennis lessons effective today. It took the bitch 14 days to get right back. Not with somebody different. The same fucking tennis instructor. And fellas, I'm going to leave you here on this note right here. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Baby, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.